Welcome to Cafe Views. On today's episode, we're going to Alfred's Coffee in Koreatown to check out their bold claim of having the world's best iced vanilla latte. Let's go check it out to see if it's actually true. Follow me. So we just got the iced vanilla latte from Alfred's Coffee in Koreatown. When you actually look at the coffee, it's got so much character in it. You can see the caramel at the bottom of the vanilla, and it goes all the way up. It's the light part of the coffee. But first, let's talk about presentation, the staff, the seating, the atmosphere, the art, the lighting, just the overall chemistry of the shop. The outside of the shop, it's real nice. There's about 4 or 5 different couches with multiple seatings. If you want to enjoy the weather, being outside is really nice. Outdoor seating is definitely a bonus. They didn't really allow filming in there. Couldn't really get much. Overall, the staff, they were pretty welcoming. They helped me out with my order, made sure to ask all the questions if I wanted to substitute the milk, if I wanted to include anything extra. They really kind of catered to my order. Inside, there's ample amount of seating. It's a huge area. Alfred's shares with other shops. Lighting is pretty good. Gives you overall that kind of moody look. It's not bright, but it's not that dark. It's like right in the middle. I'd say it's pretty unique. Let's actually taste the vanilla iced coffee. So first impressions, it's okay. I mean, it'll get the job done, but so first stop, we'll talk about acidity. I don't really get many sweet notes. Usually the sweeter the coffee, the more acidic it is. It's kind of more on the bitter side than the sweet side, but it's not overpowering. It has a good balance. I don't really get many fruity notes. Give the acidity about a 2 out of 5. Not great, but not that bad. Next up is the aroma. Let's see how it smells. It actually smells pretty good. It won't blow you away. I do get the vanilla in it. I could kind of get a taste just by smelling it. That's definitely a plus. I think the aroma adds to the flavor. Although it's not the best vanilla latte I've had, the smell is helping it out. But I do need to put my nose right up to the cup in order to really smell it. I don't really get any bad smells from it. Usually that's an indication of bad beans or bad water. So for aroma, I give it about a 4 out of 5. Now let's talk about flavor. Overall, it's pretty balanced. You do get that prominent vanilla note. None of the flavors really overpower the vanilla, which is good. Typically, you want the coffee to be balanced. You don't want too many flavors to kind of overpower each other and just try to fight for dominance. The aroma definitely enhances the flavor. The vanilla increases the taste. I don't really get any good memories, happy memories. It's kind of like a forgettable coffee. You wouldn't really be drinking this to really enjoy it. It's just more of like do you need a caffeine kick? It's kind of like a watered down coffee in a way. For the flavor, I definitely give it about a 2 out of 5. It doesn't really hit me like the other coffees did. Now let's talk about the body. It's not really dense. The ice definitely waters it down. It doesn't really sit on your tongue. It's more like a water consistency as opposed to a muddy or a whipped cream or like a soda consistency. It doesn't really coat your mouth. It's not really memorable. Usually richness of the body and how it feels in your mouth is dependent on the quality of the beans. For the body, I would put it at a 1.5 over 5. Next up, sweetness. I don't really get any sweetness from it. It's more bitter, not really sour. This is more of a medium to dark roast. They're usually less sweet. The light roasts are usually the sweeter ones. Although I used almond milk, I'm not sure if that really hurts the sweetness of it. Not really much sugar in here. Vanilla doesn't really overpower the sweetness. It's more like a bitter vanilla. For the sweetness, I would give it a 1 out of 5. The aftertaste doesn't stay in your mouth. It's like water. There's not really any notes that stick around. It's not a bad aftertaste. It just doesn't leave a bad trail. It's not really a bad coffee. Maybe there's too much ice. I definitely think they need more vanilla to enhance it a little bit more. It kind of gives me not a dry, but not a wet aftertaste. It's just like in between. The aftertaste, I give it about 1.5 out of 5. The complexity is just a typical coffee with vanilla bean, almond milk, and 2 shots of espresso. It's not really complex. There's not a lot of ingredients that went into it. Although the presentation did look cool and it did look like there's a lot that went on with it. Overall, it was just a simply made coffee, just a typical vanilla latte. It doesn't really give me a good experience. If I'm doing something just like walking through the park or on my laptop and I take a sip of coffee, I'm not gonna be blown away. I'm not gonna really remember the coffee. It doesn't really paint a story or an experience. The beginning is definitely the best part. It starts fading away quickly towards the middle, and then towards the end, it's like drinking water. If you're gonna drink this iced vanilla latte, enjoy the first sip because you're gonna forget about it. For complexity, I give it about a 2 out of 5. I'll be a little generous just because the presentation just made it look complex. Balanced, like I said, not sweet, bitter, but not overly bitter. But getting in, it's not rough. It's not like black coffee where you're kind of making a sour face. It's more of a, oh, I'm drinking homebrew. If you were just to reach over for a normal creamer and you made dark roast and you put the creamer in the dark roast, that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's not a bad coffee, but it's definitely not experience if you're trying to go to a cafe and get like a really good cafe experience and a good coffee to drink while you're at it. For balance, I'd say about a 2 out of 5. Let's talk about forgiveness. With forgiveness, does everything else with the coffee, looks, aroma, body, all that stuff, does it forgive the taste of the coffee? I would say yes. When you first looked at the coffee and you saw, the swirls, you saw the dark at the bottom and then transition to light at the top, you're definitely getting a nice looking coffee. The smell enhances it. So again, there, for that, I would give it about a 3.5 out of 5. There's some forgiveness there, but overall, it doesn't forgive it too much. Let's talk about versatility. This is definitely not a versatile coffee. I would reach for this during the evening when I just need a slight pick-me-up. I don't really need it to wake me up. When you first wake up, you want to enjoy that nice cup of coffee, that nice taste to get your day started. This wouldn't do it. Even during the middle of the day, if you need like a pick-me-up, this coffee definitely wouldn't be it either. This is more of a evening, you want to stay up late and you just need something to get you going. Versatility, I would give it about a 1 out of 5. All right, so it kind of got kicked out of that last spot. So I'm just gonna finish this on the go. The score, overall, 45 out of 100. I gave a couple points to flavor because as you can tell, I got this much left and that's when the vanilla actually started kicking in. The vanilla is so prominent. Does it meet my expectations? No. Would I recommend it? I would say give it a try. Go check out Alfred's Coffee in Koreatown on 6th Street near Wilshire to get yourself the world famous iced vanilla latte. Tune in next time to see where we're gonna check out next and see if they have any bold claims like Alfred's Coffee. Find out for more.